SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, has been scanning the skies for over 65 years, listening for a signal. Why? Because they understand something fundamental. Specified information cannot be explained by chance alone. Take the classic example made famous by Carl Sagan's Contact. A radio signal consisting of a repeating series of prime numbers is discovered. We instantly recognize that an alien being or civilization sent that signal. But how can we be sure? Celestial objects naturally produce electromagnetic radiation, including radio waves. Yet we instinctively understand that although there is nothing special about radio waves, specified coded information, such as a repeating series of prime numbers embedded in the signal, could never be explained by time and chance alone. It would be unmistakable evidence that an intelligent being encoded the signal, and proof that we are not alone in the universe. The principle is clearly seen in something as simple as a name written in the sand at the beach. We recognize instantly that it wasn't wind and water over eons of time. If anything, the tide will wash away the information each night. And even if we could conceive the idea that through long ages of deep time, wind blew pieces of wood together to form rows of ornate bookshelves, and then paper came together to form rows of books neatly ordered on those shelves, are we willing to assert that ink emerged from the paper in precisely the right way to encode the collected works of Shakespeare, Aristotle, Plato, and Homer? That given enough time, great literary works emerge from a chemical soup of ink? Or if we discovered those same volumes encoded on a flash drive, is our natural assumption that, given the proper conditions, flash drives generate great works of literature on their own? No. We recognize this as foolishness. I encourage you to be consistent, because we've already found the signal, and it eclipses a simple prime number sequence by orders of magnitude. It is not beaming down to us from the stars, but emanating from within every one of us and every living thing. A language so advanced that we are only now beginning to scratch the surface of understanding it. DNA itself is not alive. It is composed of the same inanimate atoms found in dirt, but it is encoded with highly specified functional information. When read and executed by a living cell, can build a conscious human being from scratch. From the moment of conception, a vast library of information is established, a unique instructional framework that governs your development, your structure, and your being. A microfactory functioning at the cellular level that not only knows how to build you, it actively carries out the process. You are not an accidental byproduct of a cosmic void. You are carefully planned and wonderfully constructed through precise, layered instructions written long before you take your first breath. DNA stores information, but it does not generate information, nor does it explain the origin of the instructions it carries. In every other domain we know, highly specified information arises from only one source: an intelligent mind. If we are to be consistent, the same conclusion must apply here. The question is not whether the information in DNA implies intelligence. We know that it does. The question is whether we are willing to follow the evidence where it leads. God is not silent. Some simply do not like what the signal implies. If you are designed, then you are accountable to your Creator. If the most rudimentary signal from deep space would convince us that an intelligent being had created it, how much more should the highly specified, functional information discovered at the core of our beings convince us? A program so marvelous that it can produce a living, conscious, reasoning human being. You are not merely observing the signal. You are the signal.